Please welcome Jacob Brienne to the blue corner.
All right, Jacob Brienne out of Texas Outlaw. We have some 125ers on our hand, TXO Academy.
Got a real stocky build on this 125er.
Yeah.
He's looking, again, very strong. And I like to kind of, what am I viewing here? Like on a, I don't know, he doesn't have any fights. Or he has two and five. Okay, so he's got his fights. Pretty experienced. But as I'm looking at him, like I see his ears, I see the stance. You know, sometimes when I'm out in public and I talk to guys and they're viewing one of my friends who fights, they're like, oh, I can tell that guy fights. Look at his shoulders, look at his body. And I'm thinking, you're just looking at his ears, man. You're just looking at his ears.
Yeah. All right, Jacob's in the cage. Let's meet his opponent.
Please welcome Rafael Sanchez to the red corner.
Rafael Sanchez from Next Level Training Center. We've seen him in the cage before. Active fighter. The flyweights have to be active. You gotta have good cardio, you gotta throw fast, you gotta throw hard.
Some of the most entertaining fights you'll ever see simply because of the speed factor.
Yeah, 2-2 record. Both guys pretty experienced. Next to our co-man and main, I think these guys actually have the most fights of any combined fight tonight.
Coming out of Next Level. Houston gym, a lot of well-known fighters coming out of that gym. Got over there, Crew Bob, Perez, Cutman Detail, Houston vet, that's great.
You see our tail of the tape, Sanchez, the older fighter, the taller fighter. Jacob coming in just a 0.6 over. You get 1 pound of allowance. You see the reach goes to Sanchez. Both guys, again, pretty experienced. Let's get these flyweights fighting. Here's Wayne.
The following contest, brought to you by Ways to Well, is scheduled for 3 rounds in the Fury Amateur Series Flyweight Division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This TXO mixed martial artist stands 5 feet 3 inches tall, and he weighed in at 126.6 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, today he seeks his 3rd amateur victory. This is Jacob, the Harbinger Brienne. And introducing his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. This Next Level fighter stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, and he weighed in officially at 125.6 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, his amateur record stands at 2 victories, 2 defeats. This is Rafael, Asian Persuasion Sanchez. Your referee in charge, Jeff Rexroad.
Brienne going right for that stiff cross right to open up the round.
Oh.
25ers getting right at it, no surprise there.
Yeah, this is fun. Both guys just throwing nice big right hand there from Brienne. A lot of kicks there from Sanchez, just trying to control the range. Ooh, big right hand there from Jacob again.
It was a good combo. Kind of said something to his opponent right in the middle, right before he threw the combo. Something about the mouthpiece, I think.
Let's see if Sanchez Maybe throws that right hand over the top. It's dug to the body a bunch of times consecutively now.
Briand is entering really fast, but when he exits and gets back to his stance, he's real good at being patient before he explodes back into another combo.
Ooh, big left hand there.
Good step
Jacob.
through. That double jab is really working for Briand. Ooh. Briand's really good, doing good on the forward pressure, keeping Sanchez's back towards the cage. Sanchez needs to get a stiff punch to back Briand up a little bit. Ooh. There's a good left hook as well for Briand.
Those front kicks are hurting him. Briand's throwing these front kicks to the body of Sanchez, and his body language is showing us that it's affecting him. Ooh, nice little switch stance, straight left.
Seemed like right there was where Sanchez needed to keep that forward momentum and get him backed out to that outside little black line up against the cage, and that's where Briand is really circling Sanchez back every time. And it's like, again, you see right there a solid snap kick up the middle for Sanchez, but then he backs out, giving Briand the forward momentum again. Oof. Briand's got a really good double jab cross in this round as well. He did really well with that.
That was a fun first round. The guys wasted no time and just started slinging.
No, yeah. You know, ring control for Briand was really good, and the combos. It looked like, honestly, Sanchez just kind of fell behind mostly. He didn't really get super overtaken. Mostly he just couldn't get started, it seemed like.
Yeah, both guys have been kind of switching their stance, and it's been just kind of a chaotic round. It's kind of hard to find your range, hard to find, you know, reactions and rhythms when there's just so much happening. Then you're just trying to land kind of no matter what. Yeah, we saw a bunch of good front kicks to the body from the fighter in the blue gloves, Jacob Briand.
See if that pace can continue for round two.
Well, your flyweights did better.
Sanchez starting to open up, be a little more aggressive this round. Got started a little bit earlier.
Oof. Sanchez is throwing everything 100%.
Ooh. Jump kick, try to meet the mark. Oy, a little spinning back kick, doesn't meet the mark, and gets taken down.
Those are pretty good shots here from Jacob, but Sanchez is just hitting the nuke button.
Sanchez will not settle. He said no. Oh, look at a little leg lock attempt, punching his way out is Briand. Amateur fighters, they can hit straight ankle locks and knee bars, but no twisting leg locks, so no toe holds or heel hooks.
Yeah, they can reap too. You just can't go for like any rotational finish.
I think that's nice for the amateurs as well. Let's not destroy their knees before they go pro.
Yeah, I suppose.
Man, Sanchez can't get the pressure of Briand off since that fall.
I mean, other than Walter Walker, who's on a four-fight heel hook streak in the UFC, when's the last time you saw a heel hook in Pro MMA? You know what I mean? It's not like they're that
It's been
common.
a while, yeah.
Now, granted, it's cool that there are no elbows, no reinforced knees, no twisting leg locks. And the naturally longer rounds for the pros, but I'm glad they can at least do the leg reaps. They should change that rule in jiu-jitsu. They are not that dangerous.
No.
That needs to be updated. Back take attempt here for Jacob.
Oh.
Reversed successfully there by Sanchez.
Man, that's one of those scenarios. The spinning back kick for Sanchez was a misplay for the timing, and then that back take for Briand, again, another small mistake that led you to what could change the pace of this second round.
Yeah, I mean, if Sanchez stays on top and throws the ton, he could steal the round.
This is kind of one of those scenarios where you can look very good in a fight, but being a little too excited, and you can make mistakes, like dropping in on an ankle lock when you're on top position. Maybe not the play.
No, it was not.
And then getting stuck on bottom turtle again. So again, this is the great things about these amateur records is that you get to learn how to fight in the cage. That's what this experience is for. Beyond, chasing Fury Gold at the amateur level, or trying to just have a really awesome record, is you're learning how to fight in these cages, and that's those little mistakes you make. I remember I talked to a guy, and he went for an ankle lock in a fight. He lost the fight after because he lost position, and we said, "Why'd you go for an ankle lock? Do you ever do them in training?" He said, "Nope." And that's just, again, amateur mistakes.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I kind of appreciate and admire the ankle lock attempt there from Sanchez, but he sat back on it, but he never went for the straight ankle lock. He just went from top of and guard to bottom ashi, and then that was it.
He's like, I missed it.
He didn't throw the outside leg over, nor did he go for a reap, anything to control the leg, and then ended up getting this guard passed into a knee ride. Hey man, if you're not gonna make silly mistakes as an amateur, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Yeah. All right, third and final round. The nickname for Sanchez is interesting because his last name is Sanchez, but he's the Asian persuasion.
So yeah, that could be an Asian last name. I know the Filipino people often sometimes share similar last names to what we see more common in South America.
Good point. Briand kind of looking for these looping punches a little bit too much. Ooh, that one landed.
He had a kick for it, though.
He needs to get back on that double jab cross. He was doing really well with it in the first round. Ooh.
Good left hook there from Sanchez.
Both guys are having, really solid moments throughout this fight.
There's this guy who does matches for Submission Under Pro. His name's Ashley Sanchez. And he's like a redheaded, pale, white dude. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like an Ashley or Sanchez. I always love calling his fights, too. And he's got good jiu-jitsu. So shout out to Ashley Sanchez if you're watching and listening. You got some fans on this broadcast table.
And Sanchez is taking over on the striking onslaught. And really what it is he's just throwing as soon as Briand gets close. If you step in my zone, I'm going to throw.
Yeah, Sanchez's pace fading a bit. Ooh, good left hand
A little
there.
over halfway through the round. Oh, man, that was a solid takedown defense. Didn't really commit fully from Sanchez, and he went a little bit too early on the guard pull.
Yeah,
But
yeah. He shot a single leg and got kind of sprawled. He went to bottom side control, but then salvaged some half guard. That was fun. I mean, but a nice butterfly sweep attempt. Oh, getting hit with a rear mount crucifix. Notice the left elbow of Sanchez. He needs to get it free. Notice he's almost got it out of there.
Again, trying to lock the arm up.
So he ended up getting his right elbow free. That's how
Yeah.
you get out of the crucifix position. You got to clear either one of your elbow lines, and then you can rotate.
And you see Briand's back on turtle, but he doesn't have a body lock. This was the mistake he made last time. So if he stays on this seatbelt grip, it's just he's lacking the control. he can go for attacks.
He's got the leg trap, so that will make it a little bit harder for Sanchez to roll into positions. I'm surprised there hasn't been like a hardened back take attempt. Okay, it's because he's grabbing his leg.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
A few seconds left.
And again, no body lock. So the position, and there was a quick armbar attempt, but on the bell.
That was a fun fight.
Yeah.
It was a goofy fight.
Yeah.
Both guys made some great, awesome mistakes. It was a fun one to watch. Great learning experience. Entertaining, which honestly, you know, from our perspective is the #1 factor.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Jacob Brand unofficially will get his hand raised in just a moment. It was a fun fight, though.
You know, 125ers never disappoint. They're just high-paced, crazy action, you know, spinning around that spinning back kick. You know, it's not meant well timed, but it's like that's the stuff you're expecting with these smaller fighters. It's just an unending amount of gas tank where they can just throw chaos the entire time.
All right, we have the official decision. Here's Wayne.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of combat, we go to the judges' scorecards for your decision, brought to you by Ways to Well. All 3 judges scored the fight 30-27, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Jacob the Harbinger Briand.
All right, Jacob Brand gets his hand raised. Proves his record to 3 wins here as an amateur. Guy's got a lot of experience. Looking forward to see what he's going to do next.